everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. We are entering September 25, 1943, and let's see what today's going to bring. Right here, the goal in this area with all my subs is to just discourage supply missions because the hope is to keep him from resupplying all those islands are going to require lots of supplies with all the stuff that they got on. So our battleships are tanking those shots, and that's important because we're unloading troops now. He's got a pretty decent battery here. This Ponape Naval Fortress. So let's see how badly they damage our transports as we try to unload. Okay, not too bad so far. TF-240, that's our resupply sub. So he's put mines back there for us again, but all right. So that bombardment did enough, just enough to keep us from losing any of our transports here. All right. So I don't know if he's putting stuff on these patrol boats. They do have some kind of capacity, but chances are it's mostly escorting because he has a tanker here. But one less. Oh, we didn't see him. I was gonna say one less escort, but who knows? He might get it back to repair. Yeah, this has got to be frustrating. We're just sinking lots of his merchant marine. Okay, I brought some more fighters up to Kandari to protect our transports there. At Wantampone? I don't know. Not sure how it's supposed to be. All right, so this war of attrition, we are, like I said, my goal is to bring some American fighter groups here, and it should be a couple more days before we have that prepared. Well, he got through our. If he bombed now, we wouldn't have any cap. And even with drop tanks, it's going to take us, we're going to have a stopover on the way to Changsha with our American fighters. Not sure why he's sweeping that. Vengeance is, they don't do so well against that low level flat. All right, maybe that's that patrol boat. I don't know. And there's another ship sinking. All right. Oh, he's still here. I thought he would slip out. Okay, but we do kick him out now. And I should have pursued, but again, I actually anticipated he would slip out of the hex. Um, but now we can start moving down this road. Nice, Kandari Airfield 5. That's going to be very helpful and useful, as well as Kaimana. I think that's a back base further back. But yeah, it looks like we're getting some momentum here. All right, we're back on September 26, 1943. Let's see. Ooh, Pada Pada. Okay, we're starting to take some of these bases without a fight. Yeah, that's fine with me. So these coastal guns we must have completely disabled with our bombardment because it looks like we're completely well, sorry. My transports are not getting hit by any of their shells, so that's a good thing. Because yeah, you can see you could see in the report. Sorry, I moved a little too fast. If we have some more unloading, and by the way, all the troops were off. Like, here's the thing: those are all AKAs, LSI, APAs, and they're all unloading. They all unloaded in one day. This is why I'm sold on these now. Those other transports are obsolete for invasions, although maybe I can do backwater or whatever invasions. But certainly I'll use them to move troops around. But these APAs, AKAs, LSIs, those are going to be my standard um, fare for invasions. Before we saw the guns that were firing at us, but fortunately they haven't hit anything of value. They bounced on our battleships. Oh, come on. See? Are you kidding me? They're gonna empty their torpedo. Watch, we're gonna go. Flying fish, I hope you sink. That was you used up all your torpedoes. You couldn't uh literally, I have no idea how they flubbed that so terribly. We have more P-40s coming, so they're right here at Tuyun, and I'll front fly them in literally next turn. We'll fly cover over Changsha, and so we'll start adding P-40s to our rotation. Well, we have P-40s. I mean, the American variety. All right, I don't know if we have enough fighters here, but we'll see if we can get past the zeros into the beddies. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I just hope we get into the beddies. Let's see how we do. And 23 beddies. Let's see how many he gets. All 23. Yeah, the Alcoa Prospector is probably going to sink. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a few of these. Okay, 3 cargo ships sunk. We destroyed a lot of zeros. The Empire Battle Axe may sink. Airplanes and pilots. It seems like, I don't know if that's a smart idea. You may be expecting to win the war war of attrition there. That's the only reason I can think of for him to do that. What? Where's my cap? So I'm probably gonna lose. There we go. Another APD is gonna sink. That's frustrating. I thought in the afternoon your cap is refreshed, reset. I don't know. I guess only for the Japanese. He should knock us out this time. I'm kind of hoping he eliminates some of these weaker cores. Oh, and no one retreated either. We're still holding somehow, even with 2-1. Ooh, one tampon. Okay, one Watampone. Now we're gonna put a bunch of fighters there. Should be good now. All right, we'll take a look at the damage. It's what it is. It hurts. I don't like it. I don't. I'm doing the best I can under the circumstances. I say that, but I should say I'm doing the best I can with what I have and with the aggressive nature I'm trying to work with. I'm kind of trying to be aggressive, as you know. Okay, we have a real airfield here at Watampone, Watampone, Watampone. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably say that wrong every time I try. Um, Basically, I'm gonna get fighters here like pronto. I think we can have at least 2 squadrons, and we'll have them just flying like cap just for this purpose. And then we've got you can see here the Empire Battle Axe is heavily damaged. I'm just hoping to get it unloaded and then we can drop it off to it, there's no way we're going to repair it much here, but if I could get it to at least, let's see, it's going to move so slowly, I would rather let it repair some before I send it back. This guy is damaged from a collision, so we're just going to try to unload. Actually, it's unloaded. Let's just transfer this guy out already. Um, and I can't transfer anybody else yet. They're still unloading. Well, actually, this guy is as well. That's fine. We'll leave it. And I'm going to say remain on station because as soon as I can, I'll pull this off and drop them into the port. But yeah, I'm gonna put at least 2 squadrons here to fly cap, and I'll still keep the P-38s. Or what I've been doing is cycling. You can see here I've got these squadrons, and I was not sure. I had been flying cap, long range cap, and I was wearing them out, so I decided to do a cycle. So you can see already that I'm wearing these guys out. But then I'll do another. Let's see who's next. I'll probably get these P-47s in action. Plus, I'll put a couple squadrons of something else here, and I also have P-38s flying from way over here as well. So what I'll probably do is, oh, that's why I didn't fly cap here. I didn't have cap here. It was only here. And when he bombed, he hit these APDs. And you can see this one is heavily damaged. It may sink before I can get it out of there. I'm going to keep this task force here, and it's in fact set to auto disband. So as soon as it's unloaded, I'm hoping it'll just slink into the port and therefore not be targetable. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I could send one of these P-38s to cover that as well, because 2 squadrons here should be keyword should. But you can see here, I'm not sure where he's flying from. We do have pretty good eyes on Monado, so I don't think it's that. And his aircraft are long range, so it um, could be anything probably. It could be Terracan even. I wasn't paying attention to where the direction they were coming from. Um, but yeah, we should be okay now. And the reason it's very important is because I've got these transports coming. 5 hex. Okay, so they got 5 hexes to go, and they're moving at a clip that's fast enough. They should be there and starting to unload the very next turn. This is the American first cav, and they're gonna finish conquering this area. Um, it may be completely empty anyway, but we'll still capture it and then start prepping for. And again, this is very important. All these air bases, including this one here, but all these air bases are very important for securing the skies around here. And so I'm going to start pulling AV assets, aviation, well, aviation support plus actual aircraft from all over and from Dealey, even maybe pull them from Ambon and places way back here, Maroc. I'm going to start pulling them into this area. We'll have some at Kandari. That can get max 8, but I'll probably put most Palopo, one Tampon, one Tampone, and Makassar. All these can be 9, like except for Pada Pada. Pada. I don't know. And if I can, basically, that gives me 3 or 4 solid airbase. Four for sure. 4 solid air bases that are all level 9, or can be. And we'll just really scour the skies and ground and naval forces. Basically, there won't be any safe space in this area. All the Balikpapan, Tarakan, uh, Davao, even Monado, and then we can secure Monado. Then we can start uh, basically clearing out Mindanao and prep for some of these operations here to finish up Moluccas and prep for a Mindanao invasion. Well, let's take a look at our losses and his losses. He lost a lot, actually. So we lost 8 aircraft. He lost 32. Now we lost ships, but this is pretty significant. Okay, let's take a look. The Tojos, he lost a lot of Tojos there in China, and we're going to shoot down even more. He lost 12 Zeros, and he did lose some Bettys, so that's good, because they're probably decent pilots also. And, but yeah, a lot of Tojos, and I'll show you in a second what I'm going to do about the more Tojos. But you can see here, 1, 2, 3, so 4 total aircraft lost against 12 or 14. I guess it was 14 Tojos. So 4 to 14. We lost a lot of ops. Probably this was flying over one Tampane. Yeah, not bad, not bad at all. I don't like losing Chinese fighters because we don't have a lot of pilots or aircraft for replacement stuff. All right, now pilots. Oh wow, actually a good day for pilots. All right, we did lose. These are valuable ships, so 33 points, I think. Um, and I guess that's the main thing. Here, let's see. I don't think there's much to talk about. I have dropped off a division, and I'm going to probably. Wow, we have a lot of supplies here. So I'm going to start bombarding. Um, and we've got more stuff coming right here, in fact. And then we'll assault it. Um, and the battleship. Where? Where's our? Oh man, they're going slow. Really? I mean, that's only 10 away. Took you 2 days to go 10 hexes? Man, that's slow. Well, yeah, I guess. Well, this is almost done unloading. I'm going to say to go ahead and retire. That'll pull these with it, and I think that's okay. He doesn't have any air assets in the vicinity. Um, I guess as a precaution, we could. Oh, we have no. Okay, so we have a supply problem here. Um, we have a supply problem here because I wasn't properly evaluating my logistics. I do have a lot coming, but it's going to be a while till we've got it all satisfied. In which case we won't be able to. Uh, hmm, let's cancel this, and we'll just tell it stay here for one more day and secure this hex from air interdiction. I don't know how far his range is, but I don't want to take any chances and he hits one of my LSTs or LCIs. So we'll get in there and unload hopefully quickly. Um, but other than that, we've got this operation which I discussed at length. We're building up Sarong airfield so that we can do operate with that. And again, I need to collect all my engineers and aviation assets and get them into this little area here. I like Sarong as a base, so we'll build this up, and even a little bit maybe at Sensipore, but mainly Sarong here. Ambon is fine. We can keep that. We don't have a lot here anyway, and so this is fine, is built up as it is. And then, but we'll really build this area up. Delia, I can pull away from. We've got a lot of aviation support. I could bring all that up here, and I'll bring more, but because we'll also pull the amount required, we'll drop that soon enough as well. That'll lower, which means we can pull even more. But as I want to jump up here for a couple of reasons, but let's just start by talking about. Um, it looks like we still have a problem with supplies here, so that's still a thing. We are unloading very slowly, even while docked. That's a problem. But we also have only level 1 port. We are rushing down this corridor, this road. Well, I thought we were going to move faster than that with these tanks, because this is a major road, like a paved road. Um, I am trying to get replacements to fill in some of these tanks, but also we've got some disablements. But we almost moved a full hex, just under one full hex. So that's a little slow. There could be some issues here. Fatigue, disruption, that's slowing us down a little bit. But we'll try to get down here before he gets down here, and that'll really tie him up. This is gonna be very interesting. I may have to start bombing these ground troops to keep them from out of move mode, slow them way down, hopefully. Um, I may already be too late to do this cutoff that I'm hoping. Uh, I'm going to hit. Okay, I'm gonna hit these ground troops, and this will repair. Then I'll hit the air base. Um, but what I want to show you is I'm bringing these P40N1s. Now the problem is I don't have a lot to replace them with. Um, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But I don't even know how I can upgrade these because the supply level here is so low. I don't know how it's letting me. Um, but we are fully depleted here. Well, that's not true. We have 50 aircraft, but and we can support 60. But if you look here, 50 aircraft, only 28 are ready. So that means if I can get this squadron in here, we can have basically 50 ready for now. And then like this one is just basically completely depleted. And that I'm gonna have to pull a lot of this stuff out. So obviously this one, the Vanguards, and yeah, he is winning the war of attrition. Well, that's not true. I'm winning the war of attrition, but it only benefits him this war of attrition because I'm losing more aircraft. But I do still have, look at this. I still have most of my pilots. That's good to see. We I pulled, I believe it was this guy back, and it's still sitting here escorting. That's hilarious. But I pulled this guy back to replenish, and now I need to get back in the fight. Um, yeah, I just, there's no more Chinese aircraft. Let's look at real quick the pool of fighters. Chinese fighters. There's one these I-16, I-15s, I'm not even gonna try. The H-81, we do have 4 of those. Uh, I don't know anything about these as far as well, I don't have any Hawk 75Ms squadron, so that won't help me. I have 0 of these, and I've depleted the P66s. Um, I do have 10, so that's good. 0 of these. I'm getting 8 P40Ns per month, which is not very much at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this P40N squadron off, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to replace this. We're going to stand that down. And I'm going to have to get some replacement pilots in here as well. So fortunately we have several trained. Um, and there we go. Now we'll have 11 plus the one that's sitting back here at Changsha. And uh, like this P43 I'll leave here. This one I'll probably pull off, so forth. You know what, I may mess around with withdrawal and let them spread out whatever I have here into other groups. This P66 I can't replace here because it's too low of supply. So I may fly it back to Chongqing, because we only have 3. I can replace it with this one. This one's training. So we'll bring these P40Es back. We'll bring these P40Ns here, and you can see we're at 49. I'm going to clean this all up. I'm not going to waste your time doing this, but I'm going to clean all this up, get this squadron, these P40Es here, and he might be in for a surprise tomorrow because I'm sure he's going to sweep again. But yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep it up. Actually, one more thing I wanted to do. So our agreement is I can't sweep above 15,000 feet, but I do have a 38,000 max altitude. These guys I mean, I could fly at 38,000. Then I'm diving on him. Now, this is not a great fighter for high altitude, but it still may be worth doing. But right now, I have the P43s flying high, so maybe I'll keep the P40Ns a little bit lower. But anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. It looks like things are relatively static still. Um, and yeah, you can see this. Some of these units are just completely depleted. This 43rd Chinese Corps is almost non-existent as a fighting unit. Well, yeah, I think that's about it. We'll see how Ponape come, and once I take Ponape, I'm just gonna mop these 3 bases and just check on these dot bases, see if we can just go ahead and capture them with a small little battalion or something. But we'll go ahead and try to get Ponape. It's not like an urgent strategic objective, but it's still, might be kind of nice to have. It does have a higher air capacity than Kusai. No, it's the same. Okay, so 6. So I can get this to 6. We can really neutralize truck. It kind of already is, but we can have some naval air here that can like dive bombers and torpedo bombers to keep anything from coming over here. But yeah, we'll keep pushing and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, this is the cost of being aggressive as the Allies. Although hear people say, well, don't be afraid to lose ships as the Allies. I don't. I'm not afraid. I just don't like to, if I can help it. And I'm not gonna stick my neck out. I promise you, I'm not purposefully keeping these uncovered. I just don't. I'm doing what I can. You can see this P-38 group was on 100% long range cap and still only 8 aircraft showed up. So I think it's like bringing in 1/3 of the group when you do that, because the endurance is 2 hours 7 minutes, and so it probably takes that into account as far as just how long these can stay over this hex and until they have to come back and get um, refueled. But anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and we'll see you next time. But and I hope I covered pretty much everything. But we'll see, and come back for more action next time, September 27, 1943. There's one thing I just remembered not showing you last time. Let's go here. Whoops, sunk date. Just in case, like you saw these 3 sunk by torpedo. There's then there's some others, so just feel free to take a look. All right, see you next time.